Okay, for lunch I'm having some of my my vegetable bisque that I made yesterday with some hemp seeds on top. This is a low carb vegan day, and I'm actually having a sweet potato with some almond butter, and this is a third of an apple on top. So I know it looks like a lot of carbs, but it's actually under 40 grams of carbs. Now, and the midday lunch is when I usually have most of my carbs, and so for the rest of the day it's very easy to go, you know, super low or in the morning. All right, I just got back from Sprouts, and I got a few interesting things I wanted to show you. These noodles are made from chickpeas, bonza, and actually the protein in here was it's like 14 grams of protein in like a 2-ounce size of serving size, and so that's really good. And the carbs in here I think actually were like 32 grams, which, you know, I mean, on my carb days that's awesome. I thought that was really neat, and I got these for my husband to try because he got I had to get him a special hummus that he likes, and sorry. And so these look really good. I mean, they have, what is it, 15 grams of carbs, which actually isn't a whole lot for a carb day, or no carb day, low carb day. And let's see, proteins are 2 grams, but I mean, it looked like a lot better ingredients, so I got those for him. These I got for me, and they're actually 17 grams of carbs per tortilla. They're vegan, and you know, they've got millet and millet and quinoa and some other ancient grains in here, and so I could probably have one of those on my low carb days. And then of course I got the crispy tenders. The kids love those. And I got some of these kale veggie burgers for my low carb vegan days, and also these veggie burgers. Those would do really well on those days. This is really good too, the edamame hummus. The hummus, it only has like, I think, 4 carbs in it per 2 tablespoons of a serving, and so those are really good. For those days, got some tofu, spinach. I got a boatload of greens and a bunch of veggies. On the low carb days, vegan days, I use flax milk, which is unsweetened, and there's really not that many carbs. Let's take a look here. I forgot. I think there's only, yeah, 1 gram of carb in there, so not a lot. These are for the kids, these coconut yogurts, and then I got a few of these kabochas. These ones were on sale, the Master Brew, and I thought maybe pineapple peach, my husband and I would like that, and then I also got grapefruit. We'll try those. I've been really down in the butter lettuce lately, which I love. And I got some of this brown rice pasta for tomorrow, because tomorrow is my refuel day, my high carb, low fat, and I intend on making Team Broccoli's macaroni and cheese. So I'm really looking forward to that. I buy these for my kids. I know they're not cold pressed, but they don't drink a lot of, you know, some of them are very picky with the greens, and they don't know any different when I put it in like a juice or something. So if I want to do a cold pressed juice at home, I could mix it with this and they'll drink it. And then sunflower sprouts, I absolutely love those. They got a lot of protein in those. Of course, turmeric for some turmeric tea. I got a kabocha squash, a bunch of greens, lots and lots of berries, raspberries and strawberries. And then I wanted to show you some of the bars. So on my low carb vegan days, sometimes, you know, I've mentioned before, I stick a few bars in my purse so that I don't get like low blood sugar, just in case. And that doesn't usually happen. When I'm on my low carb days, my blood sugar is extremely stable, I'm finding out. But these chia bars are really good. These are all relatively low in carbs. So I usually have like 1 bar a day, usually not 2. I don't, because I eat whole foods. But I've got the peanut butter one. The coconut is really good. These 2 I've tried. I thought I would try the berry one, acai berry. And then I thought these were interesting. These bars are actually savory bars. And I looked and I saw they had the same amount of carbs and sugars in it as the ones that were sweet. But this one is sun-dried tomato and basil. And this one is black olives and walnuts. And I thought, you know, I'm going to go ahead and try them. And see what I think. I've never really seen the savory bars, so I thought those were really neat, and they're made by Mediterra. Raw Revolution, they always have good stuff, and so these ones were relatively low in carbs, fruit and nut seed superfood bar, and of course I only got the ones that were vegan. The Zing bars, these ones are really good. The peanut butter chocolate chip is pretty good. It is vegan. Now Zing makes some that are not vegan, so you have to watch out because some of them have milk in them, and this one does not. And then there's this Rise protein bar here, which is sunflower cinnamon. It's vegan, 15 grams of protein, pretty good. And these are all relatively low in carbs, so I thought I would share. Okay, so my lighting is so bad in this house, in this kitchen, so sorry about that. I look yellow or whatever. But anyway, I meant to update you on how it went at the buffet. Yesterday we went to dinner at the buffet at one of the casinos, and you know, tonight's the fight, so it's really the boxing fight. I guess a lot of people in town tonight, but it's really hard. I think it's really easy to do the high carb, low fat days at a buffet at the casino. But when you're on the low carb days, vegan days, it's kind of hard because they have a lot of stuff that has fat in it that I don't use. So I want it to be vegan fat, and of course you want it to be good fat. You know, they definitely don't have avocados at the buffet or at the salad bar. And that would be nice, but I did end up finding guacamole, and so what I ended up doing was getting a whole bunch of iceberg lettuce because they have the big leaves for hamburgers, and I just piled them, and I would make like a hamburger out of pickles and onions and tomatoes, and then I would just find something like a few black beans or a bunch of peppers and things from the salad bar. So I'd make like a vegetable sandwich out of salad, and and that was pretty good actually. Then they have like 3 different types of green beans. There's lots of broccoli. There's lots of vegetables. I didn't want to take in too many beans because of the carbs. So what else did I end up doing? I don't even think I had a sweet potato there. It was just a little much. Yeah, I just ended up loading up on a bunch of fibrous greens, and it was pretty good. So I was full and I didn't have a problem with that, but I was a little bit, I guess, bummed out about them not having a lot of good fats because I really needed that in my meals. So next time, I know if we do this on a low carb day, I will probably take my own little almond bar or something like that, and then I'll be okay. I'll have my good fats, and then I can just load up on the veggies, and voila, you know, it'll be good. So anyway, I'll see you in a little bit. I know this is getting a little long, and have a good night.